Bob Reese is here with me now, and Bob is the chief judge here at Arlington. Coordinates and oversees the judging efforts on all the aircraft that come into the fly-in. Bob, we wanted to talk to you a bit about judging. They told us you were an expert. They said that you have actually had quite a role in setting up the judging that's done at Oshkosh and throughout the EAA system.
That's correct. We used to be all in a manual paper mode, and then we got to a point to where there wasn't enough time, and the voluminous number of aircraft that are attend, paperwork was just bogging us down. We couldn't get the job done. So as time evolved, we had written some computer programs to use the PDAs to emulate all the paperwork that we used to do. And here at Arlington, we have the latest in our hardware is the Hewlett-Packard PDAs, and then the PC program that my clerk uses is all a new program, so we have no paperwork. When the judges go out to judge aircraft, all they take with them is one of these PDAs. It has the program on there for them to score the results of what they see and what they do. And then we come back, load that down onto the PC, and then we have immediate access to all that information.
I would have to think that what we have here, a couple hundred airplanes, I would think it would be very difficult to uniformly apply a set of standards over a period of 3, 4, 5 days and feel you'd really been fair to everybody. How do you balance that all?
Well, that's why we have more than one judge in each category. We have up to 8, 10 judges in each category. If you have one person that judges, say, typically on an average higher than the next person, maybe that person judges at a different level. So it averages out. We have categories of items and things that we look at on each aircraft to decide what each judge feels that represents score-wise. And then when we combine all the judges' scores, we come up with an average score. That is a fair, equal way to come up with the decision.
The beauty of the Release 9 system architecture is that you have 2 fully redundant integrated flight displays. Each has access to all the systems and data. Providing full redundancy and eliminating traditional reversionary modes, Release 9 allows either display to be configured as the PFD. Now your failure modes are much more manageable because you can continue to fly with the same familiar display symbology without the need to relearn composite modes you don't typically fly with. Avidyne's Integra Release 9 is truly the next generation in fully integrated flight deck technology.
Now, you said 200 aircraft. Well, no, we have upwards, it depends on the weather, of course, here. We have upwards to 1,600 aircraft here. Sometimes even more than that. Sometimes it's less than that, depending on the weather. But it takes a lot of effort, and the judges, when they go out, they know what they're looking for. They know what they're doing. They've done it for years. For example, at Oshkosh, this will be my 39th year of doing it there. Here, this is my 15th year here at Arlington. So I have judges that have judged for 20-some years, almost 30 years here at Arlington. So over that period of time, they develop a level of expertise, and they impart that to new judges as they come on board. So it's a task. It's all volunteer, and we do it freely. And it's a recognition program for those efforts that the builders and restorers have accomplished on their aircraft, and we recognize them through the judging program and the award of trophies when the flying's over.
Barb Tolbert, the executive director of this event, said you must really like this work because you keep coming back all the way from Texas to do this. And what is it about judging that you find so appealing?
Well, first of all, it's the only way that you will ever get to really see the aircraft. You could walk by and say, oh, that looks nice, that looks nice. Well, you're just looking at the surface. We get past that fancy paint job. You can't judge an aircraft by the paint job, let's put it that way. They get in behind all that. They see the construction efforts, the craftsmanship that the person has accomplished on that aircraft. We look at all of that stuff. So that's how we come out with a top aircraft.
We'll maybe give some people a little behind-the-scenes information here. Tell us what are some things that almost everybody overlooks. Is there anything that a lot of people overlook?
Well, for example, let's just take a sheet metal aircraft, like the RV series of aircraft, for example. They're all sheet metal, aluminum sheet metal. There's fit and finish. That's where the joints of the aluminum occur. How they drive the rivets when they riveting the skin to the substructure. Some are overdriven, some are not driven, some are filled, which is a no-no. If you fill a rivet, you can't see whether it's loose or even there or not. But we look at lots of things like that. We look at trailing edges that are straight, leading edges that are not dimpled, and and bent end, those kind of things. So there's no aspect of the aircraft that the judges do not purview.
Cirrus Design's Vision SJ50 single-engine personal jet offers exceptional fuel efficiency, flexible seating for up to 7, advanced avionics, and all the Cirrus safety features you expect, including the Cirrus airframe parachute system. With its V-tail design, the Cirrus Vision is technologically advanced, yet engineered to be simple to fly, to allow owner pilots more lifestyle pursuits than any other personal aircraft. Learn more about the Vision SJ50 at cirrusdesign.com.
Now, that's not to say that the finish is not part of the judging. It is. The general appearance of that aircraft is one area of judging that they look at. They back off 20 or 30 feet from that aircraft. Are the wings straight? Are they in line? Is it sagging on one side, or the ailerons drooping here and the other side's not, etc.? They look at the general appearance of the aircraft. That's just one aspect of the judging, and the finish is just one aspect. We look at that. We look at the cockpit, the inside of the airplane. We look at the engine compartment. We look at the landing gear, the tail surfaces, the wings, the fuselage. So it's not one of these quick walk-by, no, they detail it, and that's what they're out there to do. They critique the aircraft very well.
Do you ever get aircraft owners who are a little too involved in the process or want to chase you down and say, hey, you missed this?
No, not very much. Let's just put it this way. As far as I'm concerned, if that aircraft is finished and it flies to the fly-in, it's already a winner. And now the problem is how do you decide which one are the trophy winners? And that's what my guys do. They go out and look at things. In some cases, when it gets close to the finish, there may be aircraft that's within 1/10 of a point of each other. What makes that difference? Oh, maybe this fellow, when in his construction, he lined up all the screw head slots, or the other one didn't, or he turned the bolt the wrong way, or et cetera, So it's a fun job, and like I say, it's the only way you really get to see the aircraft.